In particular,
it should be 3, or a great opportunity for 3 rather, but you have to also look at G2's ultimates available. They have also got the Rolling Thunder and the Showstopper, and they've got some mid-aggression. It hasn't worked out though. Soulcast has opened up the first. Hoodie's head no longer attached to his body. So now Team Liquid have got to slow things down. They can deal with this advantage and see where they want to go with it. But problem is, Luca's got a Showstopper. He's decided to pop it, and there's no way Scream's expecting that.
Spike down mid.
oh, they're expecting him to be further away because of that blast pack. Like, he just opted out, but he was still pretty close. Rolling Thunder for Meadow. He has nobody there to help him, but he catches Soulcast as he blast packs through. That's the worst timing in the world for Soulcast. That's incredibly unlucky. And now with his ultimates expended for Liquid, how are they going to find success here?
Great job done. And now, well, G2 have been able to recover this. And Mixwell's looking to wrap around the site. Has split them up into 1v1s. Only claims the life of one player, but slows the spike down and spots it in the site. Yampy decides not to immediately go and retrieve that spike. Instead, waits for his teammate Link to come on over. He's used up a smoke. Yampy now clearing around every piece of the site to allow the safe passage of Link over. He can have the confidence to cross into the site. Fault line's going to go in. Link is going to plant, and Aftershock's popping after him, but Link has got out of dodge. Will they check Yampy down below?
Meadow has everything. Now he's used... He only has one flash left. Yampy on this corner. Haphazardly checked. Yampy has the stun.
Oh, he always stuns. He could have kept his gun out. But the stun, it's not going to stop Avova from winning the round. Oh, Yampy was so close. If he keeps his rifle out, very likely he finds the second there, but opts for the stun. That ends up costing him the round.
The one controller of Avova has more kills than the 2 controllers of Liquid.
That's a fun stat.
And Yampy, you gotta feel hard done by here. Like, he's finding so much when it comes to openings, and Liquid now, they still have a buy. Free ultimate still available. And G2 remembered that they used the Rolling Thunder, used the Showstopper and the Resurrect 2 rounds ago. Still costly for G2 in their economy, but making sure that they got 6, at least at the half, is something they're going to be happy about.
Now slowing this down, Team Liquid begin to drop back away from B for the time being. Looks like we're going to go further back, but instead are now re-entering. Got the fault line at the ready. Could be a pop out here with some flashes in the back of Yampy. Here comes the Showstopper being sent forward from Soulcast. Close to hitting the mark, but not quite.
Low.
And now Meadow gets closer to the half point. Yes, so low indeed.
1 HP.
Oh, 1 HP. The paint shells catch him out. Nukia was barely walking, and no longer will he walk the server. He's down in Meadow. He spots the barrel. He knows exactly where Soulcast is playing from, but Soulcast still able to swing out for the headshot. Now 2 players up for Team Liquid. Spike finally going down. Scream hits the deck, so finally the player removed for Team Liquid and slipping down below. Okay, somehow, someway, Soulcast gets removed. Mixwell covers off his teammate, and now the numbers once again evened out. 3v3 in the player count. Fault line goes across the site. Navira and Yampy peek together, and now thrust Hoodie into the clutch alone. He's claimed ahead of Navera, but not ready for Yampy's swing out. It is a recovery from Team Liquid, a much needed 3rd round.
But it's still curious, because this is so new. Like, every single default is something very unique in their approach, especially with the 2 smokes.
Okay, Meadow. Not a bad start to the round. You'll be happy with that. Forces the rise out of Team Liquid immediately. They're sending the Aftershock in to try and connect onto Link. He's dancing with a bit of danger now as Meadow begins to push towards B, but so many players on the left side of this. This double push is not going to work out. Scream takes 2. Mixwell so quick in the tour de force. Takes down 2, makes it look like a shotgun, and has got his team right back into this again.
Nade.
Well, the Aftershock is forcing him back. He wants to take a wide fight and look down into B main, and close. Close to finding a 3rd, but that shot will not land.
You're gonna re-peek him again.
Oh, Mixwell.
He only has that 1 bullet.
1 bullet left, and nearly the lineup. I had a vision, Ryan. It felt like it was going to happen, but Avova into the clutch again. He has been incredible. He's up against Yampy and Link. He's already won a clutch versus these two players on this B site before, but this time around, he's onto the Sheriff versus the two rifles. So still looking better here for Link and Yampy.
Shrouded Step is made of over very paranoid. He could be up on the high ground, he could move through, and whilst he's clearing all of these angles, Yampy just takes the peak. He's been so much better today, Yampy. As great as it was for Mixwell, he should have been able to get away with this much, and he could have got away with the whole lot of them.
Yeah, close calls a couple of times there in those shots as well.
Very aggressive, taking his space, walling off sewers. Nothing quite to that level yet. But a teleport instantly from Mixwell. He was expecting maybe a fast hit or wanted to rotate, swap places with Avova. It is just a Sage over in this spot. Hoodie has a lot to do. If he goes down, that's a lot of space given up.
No, he's done well with that first kill of play. Swing out into Yampy is not going to work out. Yampy very quick to the trigger. Equalizes the player count. Cuts the numbers down off the defense. But Hoodie...
Still fighting for it.
He's certainly fighting for this one, Ryan.
Oh no.
Yeah, problem is Soulcast is still there, so not expecting the player from Seward. Had one sight in mind, and that was to flank around B. But Soulcast
is a good
in that awkward position catches him. And goes the Rolling Thunder into the B site just to clear it out. Gap here from Meta to try and catch them as they cross, and close to it, but Yampy hits the headshot. Link follows up upon it, and now just Avova. How many times do you see him in this situation?
Spike planted.
Taken down.
Right now, still plenty to play for. Scream holding the off angle is going to win out that duel. Team Liquid are still able to just make it work. They have plenty of utility to dedicate to those executes. They have it in abundance.
Oh, charging right into Meadow. It's a good kill. That Soulcast stopped in the space. Well, limited now for Team Liquid. Link has actually got by, so that is a threat they have to somewhat worry about. Link giving away his position, trying to draw attention to allow his teammates to cross and over. Rolling Thunder being deployed, trying to sever the forces. Hoodie, oh, he's run out of ammo, but Scream did not turn, and so it is a massacre at the back of the site. It is now just Yampy left. A 1v5 for the rifle, and he's caught. A headshot from Mixwell and a flawless round from G2.
The trademarks over in those spots, one of which to see if anybody goes past New Box, but also one that was right in on the site. The Rolling Thunder was saved up. They kind of know that Liquid are going to go for these Sage Wall executes, so they set up utility to make sure they don't push past it, and then as soon as that wall's ready to break, they come in with the Rolling Thunder. And now they, I think, need to pick up this pistol, otherwise G2 can easily get to 9-5.
Well, Soulcast sends the paint shells out in towards main, and bounces towards the back of the site. It's good. Find the head of Hoodie, cracks him right open. Now G2 continue to try to move forward into the site. It's Link that's coming with the kill. It extends upon this for Team Liquid, and they need this pistol, and they have got it. So great round from Liquid to pick up.
On the defense. Every single one of those rounds, the spike was planted. Every situation that Liquid have lost in since Champions, a spike has been down on the attacking side. They're so good at stopping these punts from coming in. Their retakes aren't too bad. They still win some of them, but it's as soon as G2 will get that spike on the ground. So Team Liquid, with this composition, playing very anti-plant. They don't want to give these sites up to G2. They want to stop them right in their tracks.
Well, breaking the wall immediately on G2. Crack a hole in it.
Out of charges. There.
And they know that G2 are present in middle with significant numbers. Can they deal with them? Mixwell goes through. Ooh, drops back in behind it. On the left side here, his opponents currently lie.
I do like this. Just using the Sage Wall to create more little crossfires and angles that G2 have to clear. Now that it's gone, I need to back off a little.
Yeah, Scream is going to be the first player contest, and Mixwell just cleaves his head right off. Yampy, frustrated with that, decides to pull it back and goes aggressive. He's a one-man army with his flash being set up as well. Yampy with 3. Soulcast helps him out, and they crush the pistols. I think a lot of worrying there for a moment, maybe, with Mixwell's headshot, but...
In teams play so far in this patch, there's been a Sage in play. And the Breach, especially, is going to find a lot more use, a lot of NA play with Haven, for example. We've got Haven later on in the map pool. I'd imagine we'd see Breach there. In official, finding success. But Yampy, I think this is an important tournament for him to find form in.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Yampy's a player with an extremely high skill ceiling. And it would be good to find him in a position of comfort and consistency within this Team Liquid side. If he finds that, then this Team Liquid team then move to the next level, I think. You look at this team, you can see the heights they hit sometimes, Ryan, but you also know their lows can be pretty low, right? So you want to see this Team Liquid side break into the next level, but also find this consistency there and then hang around at that point, because you know this Team Liquid side have a lot of skill. Here come G2. Trying to come over heaven. Soulcast in behind the wall right now. Can't do too much about this. So this is going to be a passage down into the site. That means more pressure for Link, and unfortunately Link cracks under the pressure. Soulcast has got himself up on top of the wall and actually gives himself a very good position. Luckily Hoodie, quick to reply. Through the smoke hits the headshot, and now Navira trying to swing, but Hoodie wise to his tricks. It's now just Yampy in the 1v3. The player you asked to see a lot of, and you know, he has been performing well, but now he has to clutch a 1v3.
30 seconds left.
Spike's not down, Ryan.
No, this could be the first one in a while.
Yeah, come.
Maybe it's just because they wait for these situations. There's still all to play for.
17 seconds. Now they know where Yampy is. He has got a fault line online in 1 more second. Plant will not be denied, but he's going to throw that off to the left side. He's not really going to do too much in that position. Gets held back by the other side. And now Yampy decides to move through, but spots 2 players deep in that corner. He's paranoid about that left-sided peek, but it's not going to happen. Meadow cracks his head off, and that's G2 with the first round of the second.